Nietzsche considered art as such a highly effective antidote to tragic insight because it induces what he called Rausch, a German word translated as rush or intoxication. For one to create any work of beauty, or truly appreciate beauty in art or nature, one must first enter into a state of Rausch. For there to be art, for there to be any aesthetic doing and seeing, one physiological precondition is indispensable, Rausch. Rausch must first have enhanced the excitability of the whole machine, else there is no art. Rausch is a rare and unique state, categorized by Nietzsche as one of the more powerful of experiences possible for human beings. When an aesthetic phenomena stimulates such a state, the individual is vaulted into a higher mode of being, one categorized by power, strength, and an intoxication which mirrors the excitement of sensuality. Art reminds us of states of animal vigor. It is on the one hand an excess and overflow of blooming physicality into the world of images and desires, on the other, an excitation of the animal function through the images and desires of intensified life, an enhancement of the feeling of life, a stimulant to it. It is because beauty stimulates states of Rausch, the feeling of increased strength and fullness, that Nietzsche heralded art as the great stimulus to life for those higher humans whose tragic insight is keen and sensitive. But what is interesting is the degree to which tragic insight into the nature of life is needed in order to stimulate states of Rausch. Could it be that the more aware one is of the terrible truths, the more one will experience the rapturous and ecstatic state of Rausch? A look into the nature of genius will offer insight into this question. It has long been known that many geniuses throughout history, whose creative powers seem to dwell high above mere mortals, have struggled with pathological states. Seneca stated that no genius has existed without a touch of madness, and Aristotle claimed those who have become eminent in philosophy, politics, poetry, and the arts have all had tendencies toward melancholia. More recently, Dean Keith Simonton, in his book Origins of Genius, summarized numerous studies which have established empirically a connection between psychopathological states and creativity. Perhaps at least some of the pathological states common among geniuses is stimulated by their inability to use the repressional mechanisms outlined by Zapfa, resulting in a hyper-awareness of the horrors of the night. This would explain why the lives of so many geniuses were constituted by periods of severe melancholy, suffering, and inactivity, followed by rapturous and productive states of creativity and ecstasy, i.e. Rausch. Without access to the repressional mechanisms that keep most individuals on a relative even psychic keel day in and day out, the only way such individuals could persevere in life, after spending so much time staring into the abyss, is to break free from their despair in an almost superhuman state of joy and power.